A little bit. I think the Copa America final between Argentina and Chile was the perfect elixir for what ails soccer. I mean, when you think about it, you had a dramatic victory won by a host nation with penalty kicks. Not a big fan of penalty kicks to determine a championship of that magnitude, but it does kind of get you away from the nonsense that's going on behind the scenes with the sports governing body. But again, it'll be interesting to watch how setback or not being there will affect there will be a shadow as this women's final plays out.
The Copa America title is the first major win for Chile. Could we see a realignment of the South American football powerhouses? And why is it that Chile has not been at this position before?
Well, a lot of times they've had to run into Argentina, who was dominant except for the last 3 times that they've played in major competitions. They haven't scored a goal. So you would figure after never, it was about time for the law of averages to catch up. And it was brilliant. I think a lot of it had to do with the home field or home pitch advantage. If Chile's not at home, I don't know if they're able to win that game. But Argentina's got to find a way to score goals in big competitions if they're ever going to win a big cup.
Let's talk about the Women's World Cup final between the U.S. and Japan. Is a repeat, obviously, of the 2011 final. Plenty of rivalry here. It's going to be spirited.
It certainly is, and the USA can say all they want. They wanted this team. They want revenge, and I think that they are the best team in the world right now. I thought they were a little shortchanged in the ranking. They've been able to develop on the fly great players to come along and fill the gaps that are going to be left when players like Abby Wambach and Rampone are retiring and what have you. Alex Morgan, great superstar. I just think that the United States is the best team in the world right now, if for no other reason. Defense wins championships. They got the best goaltender in the world. Hope Solo's drama aside, away from the pitch, she is the best goaltender in the world. You playing defense like that, you haven't been scored on in over 500 minutes. I like the USA to win and win convincingly down the stretch.
Has this tournament, or actually this game, this World Cup tournament, really raised the profile for women in general?
I think it has, and I think that the great ambassadors for the game continue to be the United States. You have to really be mindful that in the United States, college sports, through a piece of legislation called Title IX, has mandated that all colleges spend the same amount of money on women's sports as they do with the men. Thus, you'll have a national program like the United States. I didn't realize there are 2 million little girls that are playing soccer around the world. You look at Japan, I think they have something like 70,000. That really serves as the gauge when you can see China with I don't think China has 100,000 women in their program right now. When you see great populations who are able to get young ladies to play the sport, then you know it's arrived. The United States is the great ambassador for that.